It's a beautiful, frisky morning here in Malmö. It snowed a little bit. Kind of feels like home in Montreal. Not as cold though. It's I think it's minus 20 or something over there, but here is like minus 5. All good. I just picked up a package from PostNord. Our tool sharpener is here now, so we can start sharpening our tools and get ready for the season. So it looks like it comes with different belts. Looks like green is for sharpening tools, and then the red is for knives. And I think there is a more finer one. But anyway, I'm gonna put the green one on. Then you can basically just lock it. Now, there we go. I'm standing right in front of our greenhouse. This is a very old greenhouse that was put in here a few years ago, and it's not really in a good shape, but I'm trying to salvage it. And what we're doing today is that cleaning up the beds and the pathways inside the greenhouse. And there's a lot of stuff that is being stored in the greenhouse because it's one of the only covered areas that we have on the property. We're gonna move a few things out, clean it up, organize it, and try to make it work. I'm here at Malmö Central, waiting for my train to go to Gothenburg, where I'm going to be meeting with Martin, who works at the Urban Agriculture Department at Gothenburg City, and Klara, who is also starting an educational farm, but for Gothenburg City, in parallel with what we're doing here in Malmö. So we're going to be sitting down and talking about the structure of this educational farm. Our main goal is to help them start this farm and give them as much advice as we can. What a great day it's been with Klara. We talked a lot about creating this educational farm and kind of the replication model here in Gothenburg.
Setting goals, making sure it's an awesome platform for the farmers to come. It's going to be super exciting.
That's great. What's your takeaway from this meeting?
Wow, a lot. The main handbook idea. How to layer all our objectives into this beautiful entity. And showcasing that it's hard work, but that it's also not as hard as back in the days.
Yeah.
Because we're using efficient tools and efficient planning and to make it happen.
Perfect. I'll be coming to Gothenburg once a month for the duration of the next 8-9 months. So I'll be doing more updates on this farm and the creation of it and the establishment. And here we have the big guy, Martin Berg from Göteborg Stad.
Yes.
How do you like the first session so far?
Really nice to have such wonderful people around me.
Thank you.
And it's a good start of the project.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, right on. Cool.
Over and out.
It's the last week of January. I thought I would pick up the camera and give you guys a little bit of an update. We had a couple of weeks of cold rain and snow that would turn into slush, so we weren't really able to do much at the farm, but we now are selling our microgreens to a couple of chefs in the city, and we're starting a weekly shares of microgreens program where we opened up 10 to 15 spots from companies or anyone who's interested to sign up for our microgreens mix. And since yesterday and today are one of the only sunny days that we've got over the last 3 weeks, we decided to finally open up the Caterpillar tunnel packaging and start installing it. From the beginning of January, we also are hosting about 10 to 15 people through a program called Växtplats Rosengård, which is a social sustainability program in which we help people find job in Sweden. So we do this through 3 different channels: construction work, farming and gardening, and also working in the kitchen. In the farming and gardening group, I have 3 or 4 people who have showed interest in learning about small-scale agriculture. So I'm trying to take them and show them around and give them some activities to do. However, since the weather is really cold, we haven't really been able to do much outside. But now I'm happy that we're able to unpack these caterpillar tunnels and put them on our field. So this will give them some activities to get involved with. And today is the second day that we're working on this. Yesterday we prepped the land and we marked all the places that the arches were going to go into the ground. And today all the poles are going to go up, and finally we're going to be able to put the plastic on our tunnel. So, as I've mentioned before in one of my vlogs, we got these caterpillar tunnels from France for a really good price. I think they're the most affordable caterpillar tunnels that you can find in Europe. I'll make sure to put the link in the show notes below for anyone who's interested in getting them for their farm this season. So that's that. These tunnels come in different lengths. We got one that would give us 15 meters of cultivated area under the tunnel, and the plastic is going to be bunched here with a rebar from the front and also at the back. One of the cool things about these tunnels is that it actually comes with this centerpiece that you can secure the first 2 posts together to give them a little bit more rigidity if you happen to be in a windy area. I'm standing in one of the tunnels that we built this week, and I'm super happy with the results. It was really hard to get the second tunnel's plastic up because it was quite windy, and it's still pretty cold, not as cold as back home, but I'm happy to be able to do things out in the field at this time of the year and prepare these tunnels for our season's production. One of the problems that we had setting up these tunnels was that the plastic roll that was sent to us was 44 meters and it was not written on the invoice, and I had to basically call them up and find out about the length of the plastic to be able to determine where to cut it to have enough plastic on both ends of the tunnel so we could bunch it and wrap it around the rebar that's been pounded into the ground with 45-degree angle. So we ended up cutting one of the plastics a little bit too short that we wanted, and that's why we had to actually pull the rebars out of the ground, which was a really hard job to do, and then place it a little bit closer to the end pieces of the tunnel and pound it back into the ground. That wraps it up for January's update from the farm. Thanks for watching. If you find that helpful, please like and share these videos with your friends. And please remember to subscribe to the channel. We're looking forward to creating more content and coming back with another vlog.